Good morning, ladies. It's Friday and hey, it's not raining. So I could do you a little story about quilts on the line. Well, actually, tablecloths on the line. I've had to wash these because we've had quite a few little garden parties here recently. And I'll just show you my lovely sweet peas. My clematis over there. It's lovely. I collect old tray cloths and tablecloths and things, and I use them. If they're in a poor state, I use them for cutting up and making other things. But just look at these darlings. Do not tablecloths, look at that dappled light, just an absolute beauty. But it was interesting, I was looking at these today and I just love the little vintage embroidery, really lovely. But there are very few reds. The wind's picked up a bit, but there's no reds in this one at all. Obviously it could be an era, a fashion thing. No reds at all. Look at that, all very vintage looking. But despite DMC telling me that the red embroidery thread we use is colour fast, sometimes we find it's not, and we have to be a bit careful. You're always using a colour catcher, but perhaps that's why reds are weren't so well used. These are sort of 1930s, 50s, 60s, but they are just lovely. And obviously I get them at car boots. Always at car boots, don't pay very much, never paid more than £4 for them, or £5 at a push. And if they're in good condition, I keep them, I wash them, and I use them in the garden all the time. I'm not precious about them. And if they're not in a good condition, what I do is I cut them up, and let me show you what I do with them when I cut them up. I'm just going to pass my lovely dahlia waiting to bud, my agapanthus, look, waiting to go. Greenhouse is a bit wild, but do we like wild greenhouses? I think we do. I thought this was a blue agapanthus, but somehow it's got, I don't think it's turned white. I think I've just gone a bit crazy. But anyway, this is what I do with my cut up tray cloths. I make them into bunting. Do you see that? So that tray cloth obviously had holes in it, little rust marks and things. And what I do is I cut them up and make them into bunting. And you can make bunting with them this weekend, because I have a little download pattern on the website at www.dandelion designs, and you can make yourself some of your very own bunting out of vintage tray cloths. So there you are, that's a project for the weekend. Have a good weekend.